Tell us a little bit about what's happening in this room.
This is a cafe potpourri, and this is they call it the Big Four accounting firms, and all those people that you see sitting there work for a Big Four accounting firm, corporate planner, and they're talking about best practices. And their competitors, which I think is so cool that they actually can sit there and talk about what their struggles are, because their struggles are all the same, but they just work for a different company. So those they've called that, and they're having literally just a big share session of practices and challenges and struggles.
And what's happening over here?
These are the rest of the topics. We didn't mean to alienate them as much as we wanted to give them more space, so everybody else is over here. This is where on the board they could put the topic they wanted, and it gets a number. So we have a BlackBerry session. We have a session on who's responsible for grammar, on transportation, on convention centers, because we are Cafe Potpourri, so it could be any topic people wanted to discuss, and each table then has a convener that is taking notes, but they're not really the facilitator. They're just a person with the question, and they're having these discussions. I suspect these have been going on at least a half hour now, that a lot of the discussions are quite a ways away from maybe where they started, but that's the beauty of this, is that people can lead the discussion as they want to based on who's at the table and what they want to talk about.
I love this. This is balanced adult learning. This is something that I started doing at the chapter level years ago as a member of MPI, and if it weren't a session like this, I don't know if you've done this before, where you'd be sitting at a lecture type speaker, but you always got a seat near the door just in case.
Absolutely. We all do it. I joke that it's the North Dakota Lutheran way to sit in the back on the end because you can get out. And it's interesting though that people say, what if I don't like the topic? And we have a barrier of you're not supposed to get up and walk out, but we're trying to encourage people to do that. I don't know if I don't see a lot of people moving. I think the discussions are very engaging. So I think one of the pieces of feedback we're going to get is people wanted to go to more, but they didn't want to leave where they were at. So it's very exciting. But yeah, it gives people the ability to go, yeah, this isn't what I want to talk about, or this isn't what I want to know. I'm going to go someplace else, or they can go sit down and take a conversation in the direction they want it to go.
Excellent. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.